Dear students, I hope you are all well by the grace of Almighty Ishvara, and you are healthy and hearty, staying at home and especially listening to your parents and following the health issues. And I hope also all the family members are well and healthy and hearty. So welcome to the class. So let's see what is today's topics. So today's lesson is chapter 5, modesty, decency and priorities. What is the topic of the chapter is? The topic of the chapter is modesty, decency and priority. So before going to the discussion, so let's see a video related to modesty, decency and priority. So watch the video very carefully, then I will discuss about it after the video. So dear students, you see in the video that Chris used polite words when he was asking Mrs. Harris to provide him lunch, but Peter didn't use any uh, polite word. He asked to give lunch to Miss Harris very harshly. For that reason, Mrs. Harris didn't answer didn't answer. So just Chris asked for his lunch very politely. For that reason, Mrs. Harris was very happy. So we should use polite word, or especially when we are asking something from someone, we should use polite word. Can you remember what Harris said to Mrs. Sorry, what Chris said to Mrs. Harris, that may I have some carrot, lettuce, and other items. So Mrs. Harris was very happy to hear the words, polite words used by Chris, but Peter didn't use any polite word. He uh, used harsh word when he was asking Mrs. Harris to give him his lunch. So for that reason, you must use polite word when especially you are talking with others. So here the modesty means, the word modesty is associated with our manners, and how we are behaving with others. We are using any polite word or not, or we are talking harshly with others. So it is mainly said modesty. So manifestation of humbleness in behavior and manner is called modesty. So what? Read the line again. Manifestation of humbleness in behavior and manner is called modesty. So that means in our behavior and in our act, if we are showing politeness in our behavior and in our act, or what we are doing by doing something, if we are showing politeness to others, that is called modesty. That is called modesty. So what does the word modest mean? So the head word or the main word is modest, and from modest the modesty word came. The word modest means something that is bendable. It means something that is not hard, that is something that is soft. If you imagine about a uh, about a branch of a tree which is old and thick, that is very hard. But if you uh, just imagine about a seedling that is very soft and bendable, that is very soft and bendable. So the word modest means something that is bendable. That means we are expressing politeness in our words and behavior. It means something that is not hard, that means not harsh, that we are not talking to others with harshly, or we are not using harsh word with others. Something that is soft. That means whenever we are talking with others or asking something from others, uh, we must speak politely. We must speak politely to them. That is means modest or modesty. So here is a word that be small to be big. Be small to be big. So here to become big or borrow means to become a very good person, and to be small, chodo, to be humble and modest. Not that you are not big like others. It is mentioned here that if you want to be honored by others, then you must be humble, you must be modest, and you must show humbleness and modesty in your work and your words also. So then others will honor you, others will respect you. So when others are, or other people are respecting you, showing respect to you, that means you are big, you are more than others, because other people respect you. So what should we do? We should behave gently with others, or our elderly persons, and also youngers also. Not only elders, but also youngers. So we should behave gentle with elders and youngers also. তো আমাদের কি করতে হবে, যারা বড় আছেন এবং আমাদের ছোট আছেন তাদের সাথে অবশ্যই কি করতে হবে, নম্র এবং ভদ্র আচরণ করতে হবে, আমাদের আচরণে বিনয় প্রকাশ করতে হবে। So we should behave politely with our classmates, friends, and even with our youngers. So whenever we are communicating with others, we're talking with others or discussing something with others, we must use fine words, not vulgar words. We must not use vulgar words. We must talk with others politely. We must show politeness in our words and act also. So whenever or wherever or with whom you are talking, you must show politeness to them. So decency, here is another word, decency. In Bengali it means bhodrota. The meaning, Bengali meaning of the word is bhodrota. So there is a deep relationship between modesty and decency. Modesty and decency. So decency means, so there is a deep relationship between the word nomrata, modesty, and bhodrota, decency. So bhodrota means, or decency means goodness, and bhodrota means good behavior, decent manners. Here you need to look very closely that bhodrota, bhodro means goodness, and bhodrota means good behavior, decent manner. So when you are decent, a decent person, then you will show a goodness and good behavior and decent manners in your act. So decency is shown by how one moves, speaks, and dress up also. So in our dress up, whenever we are speaking, in our words, when you are walking, running, in these ways we can show decency, or it's shown decency in our dress up, speak, when we are speaking, and when we are moving from one place to another, or how we are walking, how we are running. In this way decency also shown. So we bow down to our superiors. So it is our culture, it is our culture. In our culture we bow down to our superiors or the elders. So by doing this we are showing decency also. So when we meet our friends, we ask them, are you well? So when we meet our friends, we ask them, are you well? So in our society, so by asking this question, then we are showing decency also. So in our society there are some people who are very rough and impolite, those who are using harsh words to others and not behaving well with others. So they are very impolite, so they are not good, they are very bad person. So they speak in harsh tone, they easily get annoyed with other people within a second, they are quarreling or they're shouting, they're using harsh words to others. So they don't love and respect others, so they don't love and respect others, and they don't love themselves also. They behave rudely, they can't get other person's love. So if you are not behaving others, there is a core point to remember, that when you are not behaving well to others or with others, then you will not get good behavior from others. So they can't get other person's love also, so you can't get other person's love. Well, if you are loving others, you are respecting others, you are showing respect to others, then you'll get respect, or you will be respected by others, or you'll get love of others. So remember that. So to be respected, to be honored, you need to respect and honor others also. So on other hand, everyone loves them who behave gentle. Though this kind of manners one can do good to the society. So those who were, so on the other hand, everyone loves them who behave gentle. So you know that though this kind of manners one can do good to the society also. If the people of a certain area living together and they are good, they are decent, they are modest, so this kind of manners they are showing, so one can do good to the society also. That means there will be no problem in the society if they are behaving politely to each other, they are showing modesty and decency or priority each other, then there will be no problem in the society. So modest conducts enhance our dignity, তাহলে আমাদের সম্মান অনেকাংশে বাড়িয়ে দেয়. So it is said in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, from the religious point of view, be humble to your preceptors. So be humble to your preceptors, your teachers, and ask your questions politely. So whenever you are asking, remember that whenever you are asking something from others or to others, if they are your teacher, your elder person, your younger person, your parents or your friends, then please speak politely or ask the question very politely. So Sri Chaitanya Dev also says about that, be meek like a glass and be tolerant like a tree. So be meek like a glass and be meek like a glass and be tolerant like a tree. তাহলে এখানে বলা হয়েছে যে গাছের মতো সহনশীল হও এবং তৃণের মতো নিচু হও. So it will be grass, be meek like a grass, not glass, it's be meek like a grass and be tolerant like a tree. অর্থাৎ তৃণের মতো নিচু হও, গাছের মতো সহনশীল. So you can see the grass, where the grass is on the ground, and the tree, it's a sky creeper, it's tall, it's tall and strong. So Sri Chaitanya Dev says, be meek like a grass and be tolerant like a tree. So we can learn from a grass and also a tree how they are. So he said to us that we must like them or try to be. So here is a point to remember, that modesty and decency are the part of religion. So modesty and decency are the part of religion, অর্থাৎ নম্রতা এবং ভদ্রতা আমাদের ধর্মের একটি অংশ. So these are the qualities of a pious and honest person. So if we acquire the qualities, the modesty, decency and the priority, then these are the qualities of the pious and honest person, একজন ধার্মিক এবং সৎ ব্যক্তির গুণ. So we must try to acquire those qualities. Those qualities are possessed by pious and honest person. So functions of modesty and decency. So modesty and decency helps us to be humble and tolerant. So if we are modest and decent, then it will help us to be humble and tolerant. So our total environment and society can be disciplined and peaceful if we always practice modesty and decency. I just discussed before that, if in a certain area the people living together helping each other is called society. So if in a society the people are honest, decent, modest and they are following modesty and decency, so there will be discipline. In this society there will be discipline. and the society will be peaceful and there will be no problem at all. So for that reason we should practice modesty and decency. So if we are modest and decent, and there will be no problem in the society. So our decent and modest manners are very important for social peace and discipline. I discussed it. So it is very necessary, এটি খুবই প্রয়োজনীয় যে আমরা যদি নম্র এবং ভদ্র হই তাহলে আমরা সমাজে কি বিরাজ করবে, সমাজে শান্তি এবং শৃঙ্খলা বিরাজ করবে. So that's all for today. I discussed modesty and decency today. So read it at home, read the textbook thoroughly, and you have a home task. So no need to fret about that. You just read page 33 to 35, 33 to 35, or 31 to 35, 31 to 33, 31 to read page 31 to 33 from chapter 5. Read page 33 to 31 to 33 from chapter 5. So that is your home task. So I will discuss the topic from page 31 to 32 in the next class. So just read it at home because you are staying at home. There is no school, but you must read and learn. I hope the school will open soon, and please follow the health issues and what your parents are saying to you. Staying at home is good, and don't go out. Follow the health issues and also listen to your parents. So hope to see you in the next class, and I will discuss page 31 to 33 in the next class. So I hope you will attend the class. So hope to see you in the next class. That's all today, and thank you very much for attending the class. Goodbye. See you in the next class.